room as fast as he could. The townspeople saw him and gave chase, but Spear was able to defend himself with his spear. One of the villagers, however, saw that Spear was hurt and afraid. He called off the attack and led Spear to safety, giving him food and water to help him recover. Meanwhile, Fang and Red continued their journey, walking through the forest and arriving at a fruit tree. They ate their fill of the sweet, juicy fruits and also discovered some fermented ones lying on the ground. As they ate, they both became tipsy, but they didn't let that stop them from continuing to eat. Spear is in need of medical attention and seeks out the help of a witch doctor. After being treated with a series of hits and a mysterious powder, he falls asleep. That night, Spear shares a meal with the doctor's family, but their daughter is frightened of him. Meanwhile, Red and Fang play and try to catch fireflies. As Spear wanders about, he comes across a wolf feasting on a piece of meat. Despite the wolf's initial growling, Spear is able to tame it and they share the meat. The next morning, Red and Fang awaken to find a thick fog blanketing the area. Red takes the lead as they sneak through a barrier and into a nearby town. As they make their way through the streets, Red suddenly starts attacking and eating the humans they encounter. Fang joins in on the attack, causing the people to scream in terror. Spear, who had been nearby, rushes to the scene and attempts to fight Red with a spear. However, Fang intervenes and prevents the confrontation from escalating further. The fight continues, with Red attempting to eat Spear and Fang desperately trying to stop him. Eventually, Red is kicked off the roof and falls onto a spike below, impaling him. Fang rushes to Red's side, concerned for its well-being. As she walks away from the dying Red, Fang can't shake the feeling of guilt for what she has done. Spear joins her, but the man tries to speak to him. Ignoring him, Spear walks on with Fang by his side. They take shelter from the rain in a cave, and Spear starts a fire to keep them warm. As he investigates the cave further, he finds ancient paintings on the walls. One in particular catches his eye, a hand painted on the rock, which he compares to his own hand. The next day, Spear steps out of the cave to find the forest transformed by the rain. He watches as humans hunt antelopes in a nearby field and is reminded of the painting he saw in the cave. As they continue their journey, they come across an old village, abandoned long ago. He can't help but wonder what life was like for the people who once lived in this village. Spear picks up an old spear and uses it to catch some food. As the sun sets, Spear returns to the cave with his latest kill. He drops it on the ground and settles in for the night. Later, Spear steps outside the cave and performs a ritual that he had seen Mira do in the past. Suddenly, an owl appears, staring at him intently. Spear chases it away and returns to the cave. The following morning, Spear and Fang are awoken by a strange noise. To their surprise, a bear emerges from the shadows, with a man riding on its back. The bear growls at them, and Fang roars back in defiance. The cave begins to shake as the two animals continue to roar at each other. Suddenly, the bear turns and runs out of the cave, with Spear and Fang hot on its heels. As they give chase, another bear appears from the cave entrance, scratching Spear's back as it passes. Fang roars at the bears, while Spear falls to the ground in pain. He quickly gets back to his feet, ready to fight. Spear and Fang easily defeat the man, while Fang takes down the bear. The second man prepares to fight them, but as Spear takes a closer look at the symbol on his shield, he realizes that it is the same one he had seen on Mira's head. Realizing that he can't win the fight, the man runs away, taking off his helmet as he goes. He trips and falls to the ground, but he tries to get up and continue running. However, Spear throws his spear, impaling the man's leg and bringing him down for good. Spear calls out Mira's name as he approaches the man, but instead of answering, the man stands up and prepares to fight. In the ensuing struggle, Fang grabs the man and eats him. Spear picks up the man's sword and begins to practice with it, discovering that he has a natural talent for sword fighting. As they continue their journey, they spot a footprint and decide to follow it. Running through the woods, they eventually arrive